Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing today? This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. I'm Stacy Niedenthal, and welcome. We'll just hold on for a second here until we get some people on here. When you're on, just say hi so that I know that you're on. Good morning, Noreen. Just wanted to make sure I could see my comments. Thank you for commenting there, Noreen. Hi, Patty. So, this is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. How's everybody doing on the last day of February? Last day of February means spring is rolling in. I'm that spring summer person. I'm not a good winter person. I feel like my head is this big. So good morning. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30, where I come to you every Tuesday at 10:30, and we talk about things that maybe you're not comfortable talking about with other people, subjects that seem to be taboo, or subjects that other people just really don't know what to say when talking to you about it. So we talk about death and dying. We talk about meditation, coming back home. We talk about trauma and depression. We've talked about suicide, all these different things that need to be spoken about, but maybe you're not always comfortable in talking about those things. So every Tuesday at 10:30, we sit down and we chat for, half hour, 45 minutes. And these are the things that we discuss. And if there's a specific subject that you would like to talk about, private message me or put it in the comments. I'll meditate about it and we'll see what happens. So, last day of February. Yay! I'm excited for spring and summer to come. It always seems like winter just drags on and on and on, and then it's one day it's May and the next day it's the end of August and summer is gone. So hopefully our summer will go a little bit slower this year. So I always like to set my intentions before I start, just so you know who I am and what I'm about. My name is Stacy. I'm a child of God. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual healer, and I've been given a gift from God to channel spirit using love and light for my higher good and the higher good of those that God puts in my path. I'm not the medium that says, I see death all around you and you're going to be dead in 10 days. My gift, my prayer is that God, that spirit, that angels bring in the most loving message to help your spirit heal. Most people who come to me are either at a crossroads looking for direction, or they want to connect with someone on the other side. So today we're going to talk about direction. Today, when we do Tuesday Talks, it's basically direction. It's messages that I receive from my guides that I feel drawn to pass on to you. Good morning, Julie. How are you doing, Julie? Hey, Jeff Niedenthal. I love you too. Y'all probably think we're funny. We live in the same place, but he jumps on and messages me. He's just right on the other side of the door. Patty says, people don't like talking about the afterlife because it's unknown. And I thank you, I thank you for your gift in helping us to understand. You're very welcome. I don't understand all of it either, but it is that unknown. It is that what happens when we pass. And what I can tell you from what I've heard from others, from those from the other side, it is unlike any other experience that you'll ever go through. The warmth and the love and the things that are within you. So, Julie, doing great. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Things are doing good for us. Yes, we're doing great. We took a little road trip the other day down to Delaware. We went to Delaware and back in a day to a drum clinic. For those who don't know, my husband's a drummer. Toured with a couple rock and roll bands in the 80s and 90s, I guess, maybe just the 80s. But he got to meet one of his legends, one of his idols, Liberty DeVito, who's the drummer for Billy Joel. He was just absolutely in his glory. So it was a beautiful day to travel. So off we went. So let's just talk about some things. So each month I have been referencing, at the beginning of the month, I've been referencing My Head Knows But My Heart Still Hurts, the 30-day grief recovery journal. And we're looking at the actual months, the things that I set up for you to do and to think about. And since today is the last day of February, I thought we would start to talk about March. And March, let me see. March is found on page, oh my goodness, I should have had that first. But anyway, it's in the back of the book. March is found on page 217. If you haven't gotten your book, My Head Knows But My Heart Still Hurts, and you're interested in a copy, you can message me and I can mail it to you. I do have them here at the shop at Hip Gypsy Emporium, and of course they're available on Amazon also. But it's a 30-day grief recovery journal. It helps you to remember what you had instead of what you lost. It helps you to dig out of the darkness and find that bright shining light that this person put on your body, put on in your life, brought into your energy. So March is the month of abundance and luck. Why? St. Paddy's Day, right? Luck of the Irish. So we're going to talk about abundance. We're going to talk about blessings. We're going to talk about luck. And I wanted to start it off with, hi, Kim. I wanted to start it off with the Irish blessing that says, may the road rise up to meet you. May the winds always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. And I thought especially that last sentence was perfect for connecting to spirit with Stacy, because we're not going to see our loved one until we pass. So until we meet again, until I pass, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. So you're putting that blessing on your loved ones. You want to share that abundance. You want to share that luck of the Irish. You want to send love. And in February, that was what we spoke about. Denise says, my mom read that poem on her deathbed. Oh, God bless her. See, the luck of the Irish, you know. And when Denise's mom was passing, she was saying to Denise, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. What a beautiful way to exit this world and give that blessing to her daughter. So February, we talked about love. We talked about giving and receiving love. How did you feel going through the month, concentrating on love? Were you able to connect with your heart center? Were you able to invite love in? I'm just kind of curious if you've been following along each month with doing these with me. I just think mantras, I think to-dos, something that you can concentrate on helps. So there's monthly to-dos in the book, My Head Knows But My Heart Still Hurts, where I guide you into thinking about something every single day. Every Monday, you're going to think about this. Every Tuesday, you're going to think about this. Every Wednesday. And they're either thinking or doing. Because when we're going through the loss of a loved one, our head's spinning out of control. And we don't know what to do. We don't know what to think. We may have a lot of people saying, oh, this is what you should do. But you lose track of who you are. You lose track of who you are because you lost this loved one. You connected, you defined yourself as a daughter, a sister, a mother, a father to this person. And now that they're no longer here on this earth, how do I define myself in connection with them? Well, let me tell you, you are still that and more to them. Their energy sees you and feels you, sends you signs, and knows just how much you love them. So March, like I said, we're going to concentrate on luck. We're going to concentrate on abundance. And I want you to really try to commit yourself to every day to thinking about these things, really thinking about these things, so that you can have these emotions bubble up to the top of the surface of your energy. And what that does is that allows you to find that light even in the darkest night. So on Mondays, every single Monday, I want you to invite abundance. All right, Stacy, how do I invite abundance? What do you mean I invite abundance? So your mantra is, I invite abundance into my life. Still doesn't tell me anything. How do I invite abundance? Of course I want abundance. How do I invite abundance? Wake up every single morning and say, today is going to be the best day ever. Today I am deserving of. I want abundance to be mine. And abundance is not always money, financial, things like that. Abundance is how you feel about yourself, how you feel about others, successes that you have, the way that you walk in your life. You want that to be abundant. So you're going to say, when you get up in the mirror and you look into the mirror, I invite abundance into my life. Anytime you pass by a mirror, anytime you see a mirror, think about that. I invite abundance into my life. You're driving to work. You've got the rear view, you've got the side view. I invite abundance into my life. And sincerely draw that in to your life. Invite it in. Open up that door so that you can be abundant. The universe wants to give you abundance. God wants you to be abundant. But if you have that door shut and you don't believe that you're worthy of it, it's going to be hard for abundance to open up the door. You know, they're knocking on the door, but they need to open up the door. So, Tuesdays, and today is Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I want you to give permission. I do not need permission to be who I am. So, what I'm saying here is I want you to give yourself permission to be who you are. You don't have to answer to anyone. You don't need the validations of others, of the actual person that you are. If you're a bubbly, happy person all the time, you know, and someone is saying to you, oh my God, calm down. That's who I am. I am this bubbly, happy person. I am a straightforward type of person. I get quiet a lot because I'm a listener. Why aren't you talking? I'm listening. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm listening. I'm meditating. I'm thinking. So it's giving myself permission to not have to have the validations of others to be who I am. We are all unique. We are all quirky. We all have our moods. We all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. But instead of concentrating on the weakness, concentrate on your strength. Concentrate on, who am I? I'm okay with who I am. I say to Denise, I say to my husband all the time, you know what? I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. I can be very strong-headed. I can be very outspoken. I can be very loud. But I can also be very quiet, very gentle, very caring, very empathetic. It just all depends on the situation. But I listen. I'm more of a listener. To me, actions speak louder than words. So I'm looking at what your actions are. I'm looking at what your words are. To me, that's who I am. I don't need anyone's permission to observe. And if it bothers you that I observe, why is it bothering you? So Tuesdays, you're giving yourself permission to be who you are. And when you look back at February's, there was a day where you looked in the mirror and you said, I love who I am. So it's giving yourself permission to love who you are. Wednesdays, get moving. When we lose someone, we seem to be on pause. We don't really know what to do. And it's one of two things. Either you are stuck and you're on pause and you can't move, or all you do is move and you're doing stuff and you're constantly staying busy and doing things. So when you're walking through grief, when you are in your month of abundance, which is March, on Wednesdays, get moving. What I want you to do, what I challenge you to do, is to finish something that you started. Something that you started that maybe you thought it was too hard to finish, or that you procrastinated on for one reason or another, or bright shiny object, you got started on another project. When you complete things, you get that sense of accomplishment within yourself, that sense of pride, that sense of, oh my gosh, I did this. So on Wednesdays, I want you to finish something that you started. Every Wednesday, finish something that you started. Maybe you, I don't know, you filled the dishwasher up, it washed, but you haven't put the dishes away. Put the dishes away. You finished something you started. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you started to clean out junk drawers, but you opened up the drawer and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this, and you shut it. Open that junk drawer back up, finish what you started. You have the whole room painted, but you haven't painted the what do you call it, the molding around, or it isn't complete, finish it. If you have unfinished business with a friend that you have to have a conversation, have that conversation. Get moving. Finish something that you started. So Thursdays, I love Thursdays. Thursday's the day of dreaming. And with the day of dreaming, you are going to dream big. So your mantra is, I'm going to dream big. Sorry, I hear Rebel outside the door crying. I shut the door on him. So Thursdays, you're going to dream big. You're going to dream anyway. You might as well dream big. So Julie says, let's see here. It gets easier to love myself. I lost myself for a while, trying to do what others wanted me to do, or even living the way that living how they think I should. I noticed I was miserable living that way. I just want to be me. Absolutely. Julie, you are the best you that you can be. There is no other you on this earth. God created us to be unique individuals, unique human beings. And how dare, hi, Karen. To me, it takes a lot of nerve for someone to want to try and change you, to suit their needs. When we're with someone, we change together, we grow together. But this is how you met me. This is who I am. I'm growing. This is me. So it is dreaming big. It is giving yourself permission to be who you are. It's inviting abundance into your life. Okay? So when you think about dreaming, I always thought, you know what? You're going to dream big anyway. You might as well, you're going to dream anyway. You might as well dream big. You know, you dream for a whole universe and you expect a small star. So what are you dreaming about? And you all have heard this all out of my mouth 100 times. If time and money were no object, what would you be doing? What would you be doing? I would be traveling. I would be traveling, helping others. In some way, some form, I would be doing that. So it's dreaming and thinking about the what ifs, hows, just, oh my gosh, visualizing it and thinking about the what ifs. And, if nothing could stand in my way, what would I be doing? That's a big question. That's a big matzo ball out there. Like, if nothing could stop me, what would I do? That makes me stop and think. What would I do if nothing could stop me? If everything that I did was successful, if there was no financial issue behind it, if there was no time constraints on the project, on my life, on, my calendar, things like that, what would I be doing? So it's putting this huge dream out there and thinking about it and meditating on it and manifesting, because on Fridays, you're going to put, this is the action plan day. You're going to put an action behind this dream. Oh my gosh, how am I going to put an action behind this dream? And I think it was last week I discussed, one of my clients came into my office one time, and it was really troubling her about children starving, going without food. It just, why, in the United States, is this an issue? She couldn't wrap her head around it. So we talked about different things like, and I remember saying to her, so if time and money were no object, what would you do? I'd feed all the children in the world. I'd make sure they all had, warm food in their belly and that they were taken care of and this. I said, okay, so that's that big dream. So how do we make it smaller? How do we start this? How do you put one foot forward? How do you come up with this action plan? And then she narrowed it down to the state that she lived in. And I said, do you have the means to do that? No, I really don't. All right, I said, so that's still where we're manifesting. We're going to feed the children of the world by manifesting the state that you live in, and we'll go state by state in manifestations. So how can we make it smaller? What is tangible? What is reachable for you? And she was saying, I could feed the children in the schools. Those who, you pay, there's school lunches. I could go into the school districts and say, anyone who has an unpaid balance on their lunch, I want to pay that now so that it's not an issue on the parents and that it's not an issue for the kids. I can't even imagine walking up to the cashier at school and them telling me that I can't get lunch because I haven't paid. So it's putting that one step forward. Hold on, we've got a comment. Julie said, my dream is always to be a psychologist and to help other people. Well, I was accepted in Wilson College and my class starts March 20th. Awesome, Julie. That's awesome. Everybody send hearts to Julie and congratulations. You know what? You're going to be the best psychologist ever because this has been your dream. And when we do what we dream, it's not a job, it's a passion, right? It's a passion. So you put that action behind it. And what I was saying about my client, when she would go in and she would go into the school and she's like, I don't need to know the names. I don't need these people to know who I am. I just want to share a blessing. And I want to make sure that no child does not have lunch. And she paid the lunches. And she continues to do that. And I don't know if she does several school districts. I don't know exactly what she's done. But I know this gave her that sense of accomplishments where she started to see her dreams come true of what her passion was in helping those. So put an action behind your dream, because without an action, it's just a dream. And, when you wake up from a dream, sometimes you remember it, sometimes you forget it. Don't forget your dreams. What's your dream? When I was in school, I always said that I was going to write a book. And I started and stopped so many books, so many times, it was crazy. Never finished one until August. It'll be 2 years of My Head Knows, But My Heart Still Hurts. And I actually just gave another book to my publisher, and I have a couple more that I'm working on. So it's putting the action behind it. That book isn't going to write itself, right? You can't go to school and learn a trade, learn a career without going to school, right? So it's putting action behind it. And that action helps to give abundance to yourself and to others that are around you. On Saturday is your Help Others Day. Do something for someone. Spend time with someone. Do a random act of kindness. Pick up the phone and call someone. Pray for them. If you can't get out for some reason, there are some people who watch Tuesday Talks at 10:30 who they're homebound. Pray for someone. Take a moment. Gather your thoughts and pray. It will roll right off your tongue. You will know exactly what to say. And if you don't know what to say, you know what? Lord, for some reason, this person is laying heavy on my heart. I pray that you will provide for them the things that they need when they need it. And the blessings will be upon them. And if there is healing that needs to be done, that you will heal them in thy name. Easy. Mean it. Do it. Do something for others, right? That's your Saturday. And then Sunday. Sunday is your day of rest. This is prayer, meditation, self-care for yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anybody else. You're no good to other people if you are running low on your own energy. So Sundays are your self-care days. And I know a lot of people, well, I work Monday through Friday, and then Saturday I'm running the kids, or Saturday I'm doing this. Sunday's my only day to clean, and you know what? Every once in a while, take that day and just make it yours. That's what will help abundance to be yours, because now your energy will be abundant. Luck and abundance. That's March. That's the things we're going to think about. So Mondays, invite abundance. I invite abundance into my life. Tuesday, give permission. I do not need permission to be who I am. Wednesdays, get moving. Finish something that you've started. Thursday, so you've just started something, so dream big. Let's start something else, right? Dream big. Today, I will dream big. Friday, action plan. Do something about that dream. Saturday, help others. And Sunday, rest. When you do this every week for 30 days, right? These things start to come about. These things you'll start to feel different about yourself. You'll start to feel worthy of abundance. You'll start to feel worthy of who you are and know that I don't need anybody else's permission to be who I am. Now, if you're a kid, if you're a minor and you're living at your parents' home, of course, you need permission to do the things that you do. But as an adult, here is who I am. Love me or hate me, take me or leave me. That's totally up to you. But I'm comfortable with who I am. Do I need to change some things? Do I need to grow in some ways? Absolutely. And I'm working on that every day. And I'm praying about it. God, allow me to be the person that you intended me to be. Show me where you want me to go. Guide me on the path. Take me through this journey so that I can live in abundance, to be myself, to finish things that I completed, to dream big, to put actions behind that, to help others. But help me first to take care of myself so that I'm able to do these things for other people. Makes sense, yeah? I just, when you think about the Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. So what the heck does that mean? That means that you find your path. May you and your path connect. May the wind always be at your back, right? Pushing you, guiding you, not pushing you backwards, pulling you forwards, pushing you forwards. May the sun shine warm upon your face. Always this warmth upon my face. Always God's guidance. My husband will say to me when there's, icky days or it's been cold and we'll go outside and he'll be like, the big yellow thing is the sun. Because we haven't seen the sun in a while. But that warmth on your face. May the sun always shine on. May light always be on you. May and rain fall soft upon your fields. Nourishment, right? Hydration. Being able to take care of yourself. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of your hand, his hand. What a huge blessing. What else can you wish for people is that God will hold them in the palm of their hand, protecting them, guiding them, showing them, healing them. All you have to do is ask. God wants you to be abundant. Invite abundance in. Put that action plan behind it. Be comfortable with yourself. Do things for others. Set dreams. Put actions behind them. Rest in between. Celebrate who you are and what you've done and what you're doing. Because it's nobody else's life but yours. You don't need permission to be that unique person that you are. All right? So that is my Tuesday Talks at 10:30 for February 28th. Tomorrow, March 1st. Luck of the Irish. Luck in abundance. The whole month. Put it out there. Manifest that. Allow yourself to invite it in. And then when it comes in, thank the universe. Thank God for showing you this abundance. So today is every day. I pray that you all are living the life you love and you're loving the life you live. If not, you're the only one that can change it. So living in abundance, inviting abundance, acting upon abundance brings abundance. All right? I will talk to you all next Tuesday at 10:30. If there's a subject you would like me to talk about, just let me know. I do have some appointments that are open here in Chambersburg as well as the Bel Air, Maryland. And I don't know if I have the dates for Bel Air. Isn't that awful? Normally I have them right here. Oh, here we go. Intimate group reading, Bel Air, Maryland, the 28th and the 29th of March. There are some privates available the 27th, 28th, and 29th. I do have some privates available here in Chambersburg in March and April, or if you would like to host a group at your house, or in your home, or in your location. Email me, private message me. You can go on my website and book your appointment. And if you're interested in the newsletter will be going out tomorrow, which will recap everything that we said today. But if you want to be part of the newsletter, put your email address in the comments. All right, guys, have a blessed day. Abundance is yours. All right, peace out.